Hi, Mrs. Hensley's friends. We are going to be reading Hello Fall again and reviewing our vocabulary words and verbs and talking about key details in a story. Okay, first of all, I would like to talk to you guys about verbs. Who remembers what a verb is? Some of you did a really good job of sending me a sentence that had a verb in it and then telling me what that verb was. The verb is an action word. It's telling you what someone or something is doing, okay? And a noun is a person, place, or thing. Can also be an animal, right? Animal would be a thing. So if I said, Mrs. Hensley is sleeping, my noun would be Mrs. Hensley because I'm the person that the sentence is about. Mrs. Hensley is sleeping. And sleeping would be my verb because sleeping is what I would be doing, right? So, verb is an action word. It says what the person or something is doing. And the noun is the person, place, or thing. Or it could be an animal, which is a thing. Okay? Okay, so we are going to review our vocabulary words, and then we're going to fit our vocabulary words, see how they will fit in our story called Hello Fall. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about our vocabulary words. Fetch. When you fetch something, you go after it and then bring it back. Okay, so this is a picture of a dog fetching the newspaper for its owner. The owner told the dog, "Go fetch." The dog went outside to get the newspaper and is now bringing it back to his owner. So when you fetch something, that means you're going after it and then you're bringing it back. So you're going to get something and you're bringing it back. Okay, dogs do a pretty good job of fetching, don't they? Okay, rumble. Rumble is a long, low sound, kind of like thunder. Okay? And when I look at this picture of a car going down a rocky road, I can imagine the sound that the car's tires are making. The tires are rumbling or making a deep, low sound. So that is called rumble. Okay? Discover. When you discover something, that means you are learning something new. The child in this picture is watching a squirrel. She wants to discover where the squirrel hid its acorns. Maybe they're hidden inside the trunk of the tree. She's trying to discover where his acorns are hidden. Discover. Defeated. Now let's look at this picture of the basketball team. The basketball team has won the game. They are happy because they defeated the other team. That means they won the game. That's why they are cheering. The other team lost the game. They were defeated. Okay, so defeated is when you have defeated someone in a game, that means you have won the game. Okay, and the last one is tools. Tools are things that help people do work or help them learn. Okay, so let's look at this picture of the boy. He is using a tool for writing. The boy has a pencil in his hand. A pencil is a tool that you use for writing on paper. Okay, so that's a tool. So we're going to go through our Hello Fall. I'm going to read that, and we're going to talk about some of our vocabulary words in with that, okay? So Hello Fall, Discovering My World by Melvin and Gilda Berger. Hello Fall. Okay, this little boy is kicking the soccer ball, isn't he? What if the soccer ball gets away from him? What do you think he's going to go do? He's going to go fetch it. Not with his mouth like a dog does, but if the soccer ball gets away from him, then he's going to go fetch it, isn't he? Yes. Okay. And also, friends, if he plays a soccer game and his team wins, what does that mean? They are defeated. Okay, that means they won the game. Fall comes after summer. And when we're looking at fall, we're looking at fall leaves and we're looking outside, we are discovering that the leaves have changed colors. So that's what we're discovering, something new during this season. Okay, because it's new. They were all green and now we're discovering that they are now changing colors, right? Okay, days grow shorter. We know this little girl is flying a kite, right? And the days are growing shorter. That means that the days are not light as many hours as they are in the summertime. Okay, so they are growing shorter. Kids play indoors, and these girls are playing a game. One of them is going to win, okay, and be defeated. The other one is going to lose, right? Is it okay if you lose? It's okay if you lose. You have to be a good sport about it, okay? It's okay if you lose. Just be happy that you got to play the game, right? Okay, so they're playing indoors. They're playing a game, and one of them is going to defeat the other one, okay? That means one of them is going to win. Time to go back to school. Have you ever been on a bus? I bet a bus makes that rumble noise. What do you think? If you've been on one, you've probably heard that rumble noise. It's a low sound, right? Okay, so it's a long, low sound. It's a rumble. So I bet that bus rumbles. Leaves blow. So leaves are blowing, aren't they? Okay. Hay dries. What color is the hay? What color is the hay? Okay. Yes, it's kind of a khaki color, light brown, isn't it? Okay. And do you think hay might be a tool for farmers? What kind of tool would that be for farmers? What do you think they use hay for? They use hay to put out on their land for their horses or cows or whatever they need. And they use a tool to get the hay, don't they? They have to use a big, I don't know, tractor or something. I don't know what they use. It's a big machine, vehicle that probably rumbles when it's going. And they have to roll up the hay like that. Okay? Corn gets ripe. She has discovered that the corn is now ready to pick. So she's picking that corn. And her mom said, go get me some corn. So she's fetching some corn for her mom. You think? Okay. Birds fly south. So they are flying. That is a verb, isn't it? Flying. And birds is the noun. Squirrels grow more fur. They are growing more fur. And it says, what do you think the squirrel is holding? Can you discover what he is holding in his paws? Looks like it might be an acorn. Okay, so we discovered that he is eating acorns. Actually, those might even be peanuts. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell. It's harvest time. Do you think when he went to the pumpkin patch, he went and fetched him a pumpkin? He went and got one and brought it back, didn't he? So he got a pumpkin. He fetched a pumpkin. Does that pumpkin look heavy? It sure does. Hooray for Halloween. Hooray for Halloween. Now, let's look at some of these. What do you think she is? And she's holding a tool, isn't she? A tool that she would use. What are these little containers that they're going to put candy in? That is a tool to get candy, isn't it? When you're going trick-or-treating. Thanksgiving is here. Okay, this mom and little girl are making the turkey, and she's basting the turkey. Do you see that? With that little tool. basting the turkey with a tool. Do you see that tool? It's like a little brush, and that's what you use to put like butter on top of the turkey. It says, what's cooking? That looks like a turkey to me. What do you guys think? Turkey? Yes. Winter is coming. She has probably discovered that it is snowing outside, hasn't she? Snowing outside, and she's discovered that, oh, it's snowing outside. So when you see snow, you're not used to seeing snow every single day. So you discover that something new is outside at that moment, right? Okay, and the end. Now, let's go back and talk about some key details in the story. He is kicking the soccer ball. So can we assume that he probably plays soccer? Maybe so, huh? And it's fall outside. What would make us think it's fall? Because of the changing leaves, right? Okay. And we think that that's fall too. It is fall because of all the changing colors in the leaves. And the leaves are falling because they're on the ground here. Okay? And she is flying a kite. What would you think? Where would she be? Do you think she might be at the beach? She might be at the beach, or she might be at a lake. Looks kind of like a beach to me, right? And these little girls are playing a game. Looks like they're at their house, somebody's house. Why would we think they're at somebody's house? Probably because there's a couch back here and some pillows. Okay, and we can assume that they are getting on the bus to go back to school, right? Well, it tells us time to go back to school. So what do you think they might be doing? They might be waiting for the bus driver to tell them something before they get on the bus. And the leaves are blowing in this picture. What do you think that little boy is going to do with the leaves? We don't know. We can predict what we think he's going to do, right? But we don't know for sure. Maybe he's trying to gather a whole bunch of leaves and put them in a pile. But we don't know that for sure, do we? And we've talked about the hay picture. We talked about the little girl fetching some corn for her mom. And the birds flying south. That could be anywhere, couldn't it? You really can't see the background. You can see the sky. We've talked about the squirrel, how it looks like it could be peanuts or maybe acorns. And why do you think they grow more fur? It says squirrels grow more fur. Why do you think that? Probably to keep them warm during the fall time and winter time, right? Okay, and Mrs. Hensley, when she said he went to fetch a pumpkin at the pumpkin patch, did I know for sure that he was at a pumpkin patch? I don't know that for sure. I'm just assuming he's at a pumpkin patch. I don't know if he's at a pumpkin patch or not. I'm just assuming he might be. Here's some other people, and it looks like they might be bending down to maybe get some pumpkins. But I don't know that for sure, do I? And we assume that they're going trick-or-treating because they have costumes on. Okay, we can't assume that they're going to school because usually you can't wear a costume to school unless it's a dress-up day. But, and they're holding their little containers here, their jack-o'-lantern containers to put their candy in. You wouldn't be bringing that to school, right? So we're assuming they're about to go trick-or-treating. And like I said, they look like they're having turkey for dinner, right? For Thanksgiving. And she is standing outside, putting her tongue out to try to catch some snowflakes in her mouth, isn't she? And so what season do you think that might be in? Winter. Winter is coming. And the end. Okay, so we know that the season after fall is winter, right? Okay, Mrs. Hensley's friends, we are all finished with that. Now, you have a writing activity to do, and it's called During Fall, I Love To. So I want you to think of some things that you love to do in the fall, some fall activities, and pick one, and you're going to write what you love to do in the fall and draw a picture. Okay, you'll hit the green add response button to start that, okay? Have an awesome rest of your day, and Mrs. Hensley will talk to you soon. Bye, friends.